Here is the new moon forecast for Friday, the 6th of May 2016. Because the new moon falls in Taurus in house 10, we have a focus on and a concentration of basic possessions such as what is mine, what belongs to me, the things I have, the things I want, the things I desire, the things I will acquire. It is the manifested state from the self, for the self. Thereupon sets a determination to bear fruits of all sorts, making your environment homely, creative and creature comforts for family, possessions of a personal nature, your own personal values come to the fore as well. So falling in house 10, which is the house of career, we have an application of self, which is possessions and values, focused on obtaining these things, keeping them by means of output in the working world. These two earth signs, apart from being rock solid, one is the self, the other is the promoting of self, Taurus and Capricorn respectively. The time to realise and manifest is the key here. These two signs together form a trine 120 degrees on the zodiac wheel and is the most harmonious aspect, sometimes being too easy, meaning being too lazy. So watch for complacency due to a lack of challenge because, as I have said, can cause lethargy, being too much in harmony. The trend is self for the month with focus on the material, as I have said, towards acquisition of. It is also a time of feminine power, so being a feminine sign of earthly, lusty, pleasure fulfilling, so girls, this is your moment to shine. The read itself is a mixed bag, but still along these lines the main focus is on work, your career, your job, how you bring home the bacon, so to speak. The very, very odd or strange thing indeed about this 3-card read is the fact of 3 eights, which is very prevalent, and I will come to this fact further on in the video. There is a moving on in this case concerning work. Work I am using to cover all aspects, job, career, earning a crust, putting food on the table, etc. Timing here is critical, so pay attention to detail. Formulation before implementation is vital. Move when things are ready. Planning is key. Some of you will be relocating as a work move. The environment for whatever reason no longer suitable or sustainable where you are. This could also be a rural environment, a move that induces you to a better working environment, for want of a better word. Can't read my own writing. Remember that mentioned earlier, creative comforts. Perhaps you want to smell the roses and enjoy a peaceful or certainly a relaxed environment. When I have spoken of a rural location, I see a less wooded area, rurally, not dense with trees, but nevertheless it is concerned with a working environment. There can also be swift news that you have been waiting for and all of a sudden has finally come in quite rapidly. As I have said earlier, now I will mention the fact of 3 eights being almost impossible to have in a 3-card read. Those of you that have played 3-card brag will appreciate these odds, as most never get 3 threes, which of course is the highest hand. I have had these twice and won very little with them, against a blind hand that won me a fortune, upon turning them over, was 10 high. Tests of an intellectual basis are to the fore here, again applying facts, figures, percentages, details. These are both concerning Taurus and Capricorn. the nitty-gritty, to understand and have the ability to make, examine and critique fruitfully all of the situation or situations at hand. In this case, I refer to work. Before any choices are made, remember that timing, as I have stated, is critical. The eights are about business. They are of movements in structures for stability, work. The cards are bearing out the theme of Taurus in Capricorn, self-application, very much focusing on materials, money, acquisitions, personal ethics, personal values in your working environment. I have included an oracle card, which I shall now show you. And this emphasizes relationships, love and emotions. So again, this is applicable to yourself and of your working environment. A new encounter. Remember I mentioned the lustful feminine power, the starting up of a new relationship. Follow your heart on this. If it feels good, it is. Remember, by fruitful critique, you can also seek advice from someone else. It can also mean that a person you know or trust could be making their intentions towards you in the region of heart matters known. Summing up, the theme of this new moon is concerning your working environment in particular. Making informed and planned choices before moving forward, or as the cards are showing here, moving on. New moons, remember, always start new things. They set the tone for the month. Relationships are aspected by the oracle card, which means new possible relationships. This has been John. Thank you for listening.